Well, we got a thunderstorm rolling in. It's raining out. It's a light sprinkle right now, but it's about to get worse. So we'll see how my setup is, whether I've got to readjust how I do this. This is my first time setting up this fly. I'm a little bit worried it doesn't extend over that part enough, but it does extend over it. And I've got, the drip line, so should be good. But we'll see. As far as the rest of the pack goes, as I've been showing y'all for a little while, I've readjusted some of the stuff. So, that's the pack for the fly. I recently got this. That replaced my old cooking setup. It is a bit bigger, but that also means it has far more capacity, but it's just a pot instead of a bunch of stuff that barely stacks in. It self-locks. And I'll just, come on, open that up. Locks out to be a pot. You can also use it as a pan, whatever. And inside, I've got a sponge, a thing of soup, some of the Coors soup, thing of ramen. That's a ladle for my old setup. Same thing with the spatula. And then I've got a fold-up spork and a fold-up utilities set. Most of this is chosen for the fact that you can keep it pretty much in any sort of dry condition for extended periods of time. It's a long shelf life and just austere environment sort of keeping. So the idea is for the pack to remain set up, and so that way you don't have to really think about anything. You can just take it where you're taking it. I've got MRE. It's one of the that's actually one of the FEMA MREs. So these are, they're not the humanitarian aid ones. They're, like I said, they're FEMA, so they're seriously reduced. They're not really made for someone who's generally, each MRE for the military ones, they're well over 2,000 calories, somewhere towards 3. These are a lot less, but they're also not as bulky, and so you can fit several of them. I've got 2 in here. I've got 1 there and 1 in the front pouch. That's just an extra dry bag, just in case I needed it. This is something I picked up a while ago. It functions almost like a dry sack, but you can also flip it inside out, and it becomes a pillow. You just stick your old clothes in it. That's where I've got my cold weather gear. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this kind of all season. Dry sacks. I'm currently wearing the sandals that I keep in here because, moving around a campsite, you don't want to be wearing the same boots all the time, and sometimes you gotta wade in the water or something. There's no sense in getting them wet when you can just, put on some foam flip-flops and just wade through there. Dry sack with my clothes. It's pretty well compressed. That is a mosquito net I've had forever. Never been able to properly set it up. I might swap that out with a different style net, because that's the way this is set up, the way this thing is. If I had a tent, this would be great, right? However, in a hammock setup, it doesn't work very well, so we're gonna swap that out with something else. In the back, I've got my waterproof Bible. Don't go anywhere without it. In the side pouch here, I have, just because it's kind of too big for the IFAK, but this is a splint. The whole thing is it's foam and metal, so you just pop it out, bend it over onto whatever you're trying to splint up, and then you're just gonna wrap it around. It's better than 2 sticks, like a lot better. So, and also weight-wise, it's not a lot. Size-wise, since I can keep it in here, it's not a lot. But whole idea with all my medical stuff is I'm not trying to fully treat something out there. I am just trying to get my body in such a way that I can hobble my way out of whatever situation I've found myself in to go get actual medical treatment, because I am not a freaking doctor. In front here, in this pouch, this is mostly hygiene stuff. This is an Italian sewing kit. I got it because it's nice and compact. It's fairly durable. The stuff in it is, you know, about everything I would need. In here, I've got brush up just because it's convenient. Toothbrush, toothpaste. More of these just because, you know, if you're out and about, they're nice. Carmex. Right here, the moleskin, especially if you're walking a lot and you've got something that starts rubbing on you, that moleskin is a freaking lifesaver. Soap, freaking, just because I like them, you know, just conventional Band-Aids. It's a quality of life thing. I don't need to go make a whole ass freaking bandage for some minor cut or freaking bruise. I know some people are against it. I don't care. I've used them forever. I've never had an issue. You just stick some antiseptic on it before you stick it on. You'll be fine. But like I said, you get some small cut or something. That's so much more convenient than any of this other stuff. Stick this back in here. In the front here, this pouch is where I've got most of the other small foodstuffs. That's my coffee. Keep it pre-ground. That's apple jelly from another MRE. These Pedialyte pouches. These are freaking awesome. These are some of the only electrolytes, like powdered electrolytes I like. Most powdered electrolytes are terrible. Liquid IV is disgusting, by the way. Got some of the instant coffee packs, just out of convenience, in case I'm not able to brew conventional coffee. Speaking of which, I have a bunch of unused tea bags. That is for the coffee. You know, you can just brew coffee up like tea. It's not necessarily as good as pour over. It's going to have a bit more stuff in it. But it's better than camp coffee where you have whole ass grounds in there. This is just a general pack of, you know, I got salt, I've got tea, pepper, I've got some napkins that can be used as TP if necessary, and an MRE thing of napkins. This is hardtack. My niece and nephew made this for me. And I found out with one of those core packs of soup, you just drop one of these in there while it's, you know, still too boiling hot to even eat. Really thickens things up. and you know it's an added thing of energy. They don't taste horrible. These are the ones where they're not sugared up or anything. They're made for, you know, extended shelf life, and their shelf life is several decades. So, yeah, you just drop one of those in there. They will soften up by the time that soup's cold enough to eat. They're softened up enough to just eat it. Alright. This is another quality of life thing, but if you've ever been out in the shit and you're kind of fucking sick, you know, the cough suppressant lozenges, these are kind of a lifesaver. Yeah, you don't want to be freaking trying to walk a long way and hacking up a lung. Alright, let me stick these back in here. And naturally, they are all bagged up just for added layers of water protection. Oh, wait. I forgot. Chopsticks, a straw, and another thing of just plastic utilities, because, I mean, they don't weigh a lot. They do give you added options, and of course, if someone's eating with you, you know, that way they don't have to use your dirty cutlery that's been in your mouth. Alright, front pouch. Another MRE. This is my Sawyer squeeze bag kit. I'm maybe gonna catch some rainwater, and I am going to test it out in a situation where I can drink some gnarly shit and still be able to keep going. And in the bottom here, something you don't ever want to leave without, your Leatherman. I like these Leatherman Wingmans. I've had this one for years. Cannot suggest enough, don't leave home without it. I probably need another one, just for utility's sake, since this one's in the bag now. Alright, then in this front mesh pouch is where I'm keeping all my fire-making implements. That should probably go in here. This is just roll-on sunscreen. You know, you don't really want to I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but if you get sunburnt, it really saps your energy, because your largest organ, your skin, is now having to regrow itself. It takes a lot out of you. It is kind of a big deal, you know, not getting burnt. You know, it's not a minor thing. So, you know, this stuff is not liquid. It just, you know, rolls on like deodorant. I got the kids one because that's what was available. And it is, you know, nice, small, and compact. Alright. This fire paste, some of y'all saw it before. This stuff is freaking magic. I wish it came in a smaller amount, because, man, you don't need much. It only takes a little bit, and it will start a fire for you. Like, it is just straight up baller. Like, I got wet wood burning with this. Completely suggest that to everybody. Like, forget these, like, little bricks or whatever. This right here, cardboard, various other stuff, and then some of the MRE matches that had gotten wet. Maybe you can get them relight, whatever. But yeah, it's just tinder, you know. I've got a lot of experience starting fires with little bits of cardboard. It works really well. Works well with me. A lot of people have talked about doing it with lint. In South Carolina, it is so humid all the time I've never had success with lint, because by the time it's been outside, like, it's soaked up so much freaking water, it's not going to want to light. However, this really, it's not even straight up cardboard. It's like paperboard. This stuff will friggin' light up. Like, it'll take it a little bit to actually go, but it's not going to soak up humidity. It's not actually going to get wet unless you get it wet. A little bit of extra in with another thing of matches. It's a little bit of extra 550 cord because it's always useful. Let's see, what else have I got in here? Two things just in case the Sawyer fails, and you know, you got to keep some redundancy, right? And so these are water purification tablets. Yeah, they're a little heavy. They're glass containers, but I'm still keeping them. Here's a waterproof thing of matches. I have not, the little strike thing they have on here, I have not gotten that to freaking work, ever. They're the same as those little Cogdill ones I've got in the bag. I mean, we'll see. Worst case, if those other matches got ruined, all I need to do is save the box. Once you dry the box out, that little thing on the side should be just fine. Man, this rainfly is working great, and I'm not getting wet in here. Getting some splatter, but all right. Electrical tape, extremely useful stuff. Highly suggest it. Knife sharpener. Keep your knife sharp while you're on the go. Yeah, some people are like, no, you should use a freaking whetstone or something like that. Look, man, knives are cheap. All right, I mean, unless you're talking about something, you know, really freaking pricey, or some, or like a kitchen knife or something. Yeah, just use the simple sharpeners. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. Will they keep their edge quite as long? No, but it's so easy to just redo it. Just don't worry about it, you know? Nail clippers. Honestly, keeping short nails is, you know, something you should do. Because it's just going to, long nails can kind of get torn up sometimes. I've got some water seeping in here. That's just because of elevation. Anyway, they're also good for, you know, just general clipping of things. As a tool, the nail file, I don't know, I wind up using these a lot for things that aren't actually nail care. You never know. There's just little tasks that they're really good for, especially you gotta scrape something out. They're pretty good. I think that's it for that. I believe I've already shown off the electronics pouch and the emergency pouch on different things. Then I've got my bivvy. We're not going to roll the bivvy out right now, seeing as I just don't need to. So I'm going to get this up into the hammock. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the go bag. So thank you all, and we'll see how this rainfly does. So as of right now, it's actually doing great. So all right, see y'all later.